game for a reason.
But Halo 5 was rated T13 because fuck off.
Yeah, because they wanted the children audience for a reason. You know, it's not like they had Halo Mega Bloks. Could have done that. Could have had the Halo Mega Bloks game, which would have actually been fun.
Oh, absolutely. I would very much like to play as a Lego version of Master Chief and just do stupid shit. Like, could you imagine the cutscenes? Just like, John, I need you to plug me in, and you just say something like a little stud, puts it in, and Cortana disappears as a full-scale monster. It's like, yes, thank you.
Okay, let's see. I think everything is right here. That would have been Daddy. Okay. I just increased the explosion radius and increased the chance of dialogue. Like, rare dialogue, like, playing.
Also, hi everyone, whoever's watching this. Hello. Yes, it was a pain in the ass to set this up. Because this game hates Rev. It hates fun. Specifically.
So this game, it rewrites a lot of the story from the novels because Bungie wanted to do their own thing for Reach.
True, but I think personally speaking, you know, it's not a bad thing per se. Like, I'm sure the rewrites were very, very small things. Now, full disclosure, I've never read any of the Halo, like, Bungie era novels personally.
Rewrite's not the right word. They made their own story and ignored the books that were made before because Bungie didn't write the books.
Oh, okay.
And here we have some symbolic, you know, from the beginning to the end.
He's dead! He's dead! Yes, for full disclosure, I'm not taking this seriously. Just so we're clear, I am going to be the biggest gooper in this playthrough, because why not? There's the helmet.
My Spartan, for some reason.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just the extra, and I'm happy with that, to be quite frank. I'm just the camera guy or the stunt guy that nobody said, hey, maybe we shouldn't have that guy here. It's like, no, I'm gonna be here. Actually, I didn't have a chance to customize my Spartan, so I'm a little worried with what I'm wearing for this campaign. I think I might have the, what's it called? I think I might have the alternate reality stuff on. And if that's the case, it's gonna be so awkward.
Was lost last night.
It's like, that's our new Noble 6 dressed up in Spartan gear.
No. Trooper fire teams, which have since been declared MIA.
And now you're sending us.
The Office of Naval Intelligence believes deployment of...
Yeah, I remember when this game came out, a lot of people were not happy with the looks, and I'm like, why? This looks great.
Because it's a more militaristic theme for Halo, which was, 6. You know, much different at the time.
Okay.
I mean, sure, granted, but at the same time, it's like, this is fine, you know? Like, it's not the worst design changes for everyone. Like, I think, you know, the Noble team looks different enough from one another. You've got certain body types going on. It's fine. I know that one of the big complaints was, oh my god, they look like Power Rangers. And I'm like, are you kidding?
That's more of a thing with Halo 5.
Consider it done.
Then I'll see you on the other side. Holland out.
Yeah, it really is, but that's when this started, to be quite frank. And wait, I'm just regular Noble 6, okay. So I'm looking at the stream, I'm looking at my side, and it's got your design on it, but I'm just the extra.
Me, I'm just happy to have Noble back up to full strength.
Yeah, you'll see it in a bit, like once we board this Falcon and kick ass.
Well, if I knew you were going to be regular Noble 6, I would have switched to my normal helmet.
Stays behind.
But I guess it works.
Got it, sir.
Yeah, it's like I said, I'm just the stunt guy that nobody told to go back home. He's just ruining the whole thing for everyone.
Also, about the Falcons, these are the first, like, proper propeller, like, I guess aircraft we had in Halo. Like, in Halo C, there was going to be a like weird helicopter, but they cut it because they thought it didn't fit the future. Right. But they brought in like these Osprey, like these Falcons, and And the
Yeah,
Falcon was a vehicle in Halo. It was supposed to be in Halo 2 and in Halo 3, but it got cut from
Listen
both
up,
games.
Noble Team.
And it was going to be more like a Pelican, like a smaller Pelican, like this design, but without the propellers.
Took it out, and then
And a bit more like
Right.
a
I mean,
Pelican.
I think it looks fine. It matches the future military aesthetic well enough. Like, you could put this in any Halo and it works.
It's my favorite, like, flying... It's my favorite pilotable flying vehicle, next to the Pelican, I think.
Backup channels.
Yeah. Like, it's functional for what it is. We are dropping into, like, you know, combat zones. You kind of need something like this to, like, clear the LZs if it ever happens. Just pretty average stuff. So it's not really, like, it breaks anything, and it's functional for what it is. Is it exposed? Yes, but, you know, point me to any helicopter like VTOL that isn't exposed, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, here we are on the farm, which, by the way, can I just say I love how this all looks, the farmland, everything. It's just, I don't want to say breathtaking, but it feels nice.
Yeah. Oh, I see you in the damn Falcon here. You're just regular Noble 6.
Yes, and your head's on fire.
Alright, I forgot I have that.
No, it's fine. Like I said, we'll have fun with this.
Could be the missing troopers. Let's check it out.
It's so surreal to just kind of like see, like I see, because I have the stream open because I want to keep an eye on certain things. But it's so weird to see like myself looking at you from like two different perspectives.
June, I want your
I forgot how like well detailed this game was.
Oh yeah, like for what 2010-ish,
Yeah,
like around that era.
2010.
Noble Team.
All right, let me get
I think
reacclimatized.
fall of 2010, because I remember the tagline was "Reach Falls at," you know.
Mhm.
It's also
I forgot there is
raining
no
too.
spring. Yeah, there's a light misting. All right, here we go. Yeah, and I ruined your cabbages, motherfucker. Okay. Oh, good. I swapped my melee to a button. That's good. What is the? Oof! I turned on the night vision. You can see. Where am I going?
Found the beacon.
Oh,
What?
there was an error. I think I caused an error. Ah, shit.
What happened?
Ah, shit. I got kicked. I think I pushed something I wasn't supposed to. Hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can jump back in. Hold on.
Well, it also kicked
shit.
me out.
Okay, so it must be some sort of connection problem. Hold on. Shit. Great start, folks. Great start. Alright, hold on. Options and career. No, that's not it. Hold on, I think... Alright, let me see if I can try to host it this time. Friends... join game. I think that did it. Yep, there we go.
Did it work?
Gameplay warning: crossplay between the Steam Deck and other platforms in game mode is not fully. Ah, fuck! It disappeared before I could finish reading it. Yeah, I'm back on your thing now.
Okay.
So,
Guess we'll
so it's more of a,
restart. It's okay, we can just skip the cutscene.
yeah. So it's a Steam Deck related problem. So it's a stability issue between the Steam Deck and the and crossplay like this. We have to be careful.
Okay, I'll try not to touch anything.
No, it's more of me. Hold on. How do I? There we go.
Shoot down the temperature.
Oh god, we have to sit through this again.
Yes, sir.
I swear, if this crashes, I'm gonna be so mad. Who's piloting this right now?
The pilot Marine, I think. You also
Okay,
may
Marine,
notice my helmet is a cut helmet from the game.
It's still on fire.
It's the
Listen, pilot
GRD
just-
helmet.
Alright, pilot, just drop us. Don't even bother circling, just do it. Put this thing right to the ground. Okay, I'm gonna try and jump over and just kind of get to where we were. Since we can't sprint, I'm gonna try and just book it.
We can sprint.
See how it goes. We can?
Let's go, 6.
I tried sprinting, it wasn't letting me.
Noble Team, spread
See,
out.
I'm sprinting
no,
right
just-
now.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think it's my button combination then. Oh no, I got it. Hit. Alright, yeah, Farmstead, and here we are. I swear, if this crashes again, I'm gonna be so mad.
Nice peel.
Okay, so we have a checkpoint.
Let's just admire the animation quality here. Stop turning around, cat. Thank you.
Alright, let's see. If I remember... This can't explode, can it? Let's see. Oh god! Okay. Lesson learned. That can explode. Where's my gun? Oh god! I had 600 rounds, and because I blew myself up, I'm down to 288. Fuck. Oh well. Let's live and let learn.
Negative, sir.
You know what's good about this is I can just follow your name tag. MOAs. You know, I wanted to buy that Pringles MOA flavor, but I never did. I regret that.
So a fact about this, if you were to kill the MOAs, originally Kat was supposed to take pleasure, like she'd laugh at them getting shot. But it was cut because it would make her sound, because it, you know...
Oh, there it happened again.
What?
Hold on, I'll Google it. Give me a second. There has to be a way to make it more stable. 1 second, let me see here. Okay. Halo, MCC, Steam, Deck, Crossplay. Every source I've heard says the can play is unplayable. Once getting her Steam Deck, but every source I've read is that the campaign is unplayable on the Steam Deck and PC. Other workarounds. Club won't work out of the Xbox, but it's hard to fix. Hold on. Let's work flawlessly with... Okay, hold on. Here we go. So... okay, Proton DB finally...
Getting shot.
And the file
but it was cut because it would make her sound, because it, you know...
Once you copy the files and wrote this guide, the entity was not working Linux users. So I recommend everyone launch the game with this... Oh, I see what's happening.
What?
Alright, it's on me. So I have to launch the game with the anti-cheat off, otherwise you're just going to keep doing this to me.
Oh, I'll have to do that too.
Okay.
You know, because we both have to have it off, which is fine, because you also need that for mods too.
Yeah, so hopefully this fixes this problem. I'm going to keep looking at it just in case. Can you... Supports for them, but it could be considered not cross-platform. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me check something. Find on page. Steam. Okay, new Steam Deck. When starting a campaign college session, players are not warned. It's not fully supported. When launching Halo, select one of the available anti-cheat options. For example, anti-cheat disable will result in until this issue is resolved in a future update. Players on the Steam Deck must select the anti-cheat disable and launch option. If players on the Steam Deck are unable to play campaign or Spartan-ups with players on PC Xbox. An attempt to do so may result in players accessing gameplay, however, the session will eventually expire once the connection is interrupted. Will function as expected if all players are in the group playing on the Steam Deck. Before player input restrictions, Steam Deck players may need to change their preferred input devices. Launch preferred input device gameplay, known issues. Okay, let's see if this works. Great start. Again, great starts. So So I think we're both on anti-cheat.
Yeah, I disabled anti-cheat, you know.
Alright, so I'll join your game. We didn't make it to a checkpoint, so hopefully now it shouldn't do this. Worst case scenario, I do have another laptop here. I can try to set that up. So let's see what happens.
Oh god, it's wanting... Here, I'll have to go here. Valley Point. Well, hopefully it doesn't fuck up. It shouldn't fuck up now. It should be fine.
Agreed.
I guess it's just MCC's a bit... I don't know. I guess... I don't know. Is this what happens when fucking Free4Free stops updating the damn thing, right?
No, absolutely. Like I said, worst case scenario,
Listen up.
Hold on, let me skip this. Worst case scenario, I'll just have to get the other PC I have, which is basically something I bought off my uncle, and I'll use that to like play games and stuff. All right, let's take a look here.
I've changed my helmet 3 times.
3 times to match the 3 times this has happened already. God, I swear to God, can't I just get out of the Falcon?
See, that's the problem when replaying this mission in particular, is that it's very slow, but trust me, this won't be an issue going forward, alright?
Oh, I know, I'm just saying that this is irritating because every single time we've tried to do anything, we're still just kind of like stuck on this level.
Let's go, 6.
Actually, I think we can actually skip that first part if we just go straight to where the MOAs are.
Yeah, so let me just jump over this.
Let's clear from this
Just right behind you. Always got to kill the MOAs because, of course.
You need the extra hunting score points. So if you just go here, I think it just skips to, you know, the scene with the civilians.
Yeah, which, fuck, it's still kind of just messed up. Nope. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set up my fucking other computer here and then just run with it, which, fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, hey, do you guys want to do this? It's like, no, fuck you. Hold on. Known issues and things. Hold on. Let me see. It's so annoying. Hold on. There's gotta be a fix to this. Alright, let me check one other thing here, otherwise I'm gonna have to like break out the other box and try to set this whole up. Which, oh boy. Oof, that's so annoying. Let me check here. Bear with it a moment. Actually, while you do that, let me check this here too. Hold on. Where's my customization? Okay, something weird's happening here. But don't tell me this... so bad now. Oh, this is all I can do. Okay, fuck you, MCC. Hello, MCC team. There has to be a mod or something someone's created. I refuse to believe this is something that no one's tried to solve. I was hearing that going, oh, it was great until like the 5 fucking crashes. Then it became not so great.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
This is White Tip coming in with UAV surveillance here. 547.
Select anti-cheat disabled as the launch
I have
option
sight of the Covenant
in
carrier.
custom game
What is the
browser.
designation on
As
this?
EAC is not fully supported on Steam Deck, however, campaign for PC and Xbox players are not fully supported and may result in disconnections. It's got to be fixed to this. Fix player
Great, they are
clock.
invading our planets and stealing our
So it
shipments.
says here, the recommended solution is to grab
Clear out the
Windows versions of system.
find any
What?
intel.
Hold on.
Once clear, I can send it.
Oh god, I'm not a coder, I'm a writer. There's a difference. It says here, keep getting booted out of the call games while playing with a buddy and on the Windows, maybe 1 minute into the game.
Hey,
The problem
Marines,
is
are you
that
doing
despite
okay?
installing DirectX and
For the most part,
.NET,
John got
Steam
hit
is
and
continuing
the
to use the
We have been
Proton
scouting
Wines
the area
build,
for intel.
the version.
I am guessing your squad is the ones who needed it?
Proton version. The recommended solution
Yeah, the mission brief probably
is
came
to
from
grab
you
the
guys.
Windows version of System32
All right.
UC
you mentioned we do have some supplies.
and drop them into the
Feel free to take
directory.
some. We
But
got
this
here on
doesn't
a
work for me
flamethrower.
at all within
I'll give the
instead.
nav point for
What
it
works
to
for me
HUD.
was
Feel
using
free to use
Proton
it.
Tricks
We're calling for
to
exfil
install
since you guys are done your operation.
vcron 219 places. I refuse to launch now. I have. Oh, for fuck's sakes, this doesn't help me.
I get the feeling.
No, it's fine, don't worry. I got a multiplayer firefight and hand call. Hold on, this was. How to invite joiner admins on PC? Crossplay. We're considering some sessions for this. Blah blah blah. And then we're playing. Okay, program. Session isn't as we've established that this works. I will call campaign wasn't crossplay. It's over. We should work. Information on the Halo campaigns. Okay, so there's like weird things going on. So it's saying that Halo 3 still functions with it, but that's about it I'm getting so far. Something to do with the newer versions maybe. But it shouldn't be the case. Because it's all the same thing, it just all gets updated differently. Okay. The only other solution I can think about to this problem is getting the other PC I have, which I haven't set up yet. It's another laptop. And just setting that up.
Work, but you know.
Yeah. I would have to install Steam and everything there, which and players will not
White Tip, this is
be warned.
547. The AA guns aren't even
Let's check the
assembled.
Halo support.
I don't
See if
think
there's a
we have too
solution
much
to
to worry
this.
about right now.
What was this?
Alright then. Looks like we got them with their pants down. I'm sending in some backup.
Okay, Steam Deck. New. When starting new campaign co-op session, I'm not warned that crossplay between Steam Deck and other platforms is not fully supported. When launching the Master Chief Collection on the Steam Deck, select one of the available anti-cheat launch options will result in the game launching with the opposite of, with the opposite of the system. Okay, players on Steam Deck, remember to play co-op campaign. Also, there's a connection error interruption and similarly disconnect. Function is expected with all players within group are playing on Steam Deck. Input restricted matches that's okay. Control tabs, preferred device gamepad. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything about the situation. Let's try something else.
The stream said like the error was like a co-op error has occurred or something like that. It was
Right.
It doesn't tell us shit.
Alright, let me try a different search. Steam Deck. Error. Let's see. Solution message code Xbox One. Let's check the error and see if there's anything we can do to fix it. Also, I'm a little worried because I have my other customizations open, and I'm not seeing anything of what I used to have here, and that's very worrying. I swear, this game just stole all my shit I've been working for years. I'm gonna be pissed.
Maybe you need to sign into a different account if it's not the... I don't know.
I only ever had one account, that's the thing. Yep, no, it looks like it just deleted all my stuff because, you know, I haven't played this in so long and they couldn't find my shit. God, I'm gonna scream. I'm going to scream. Let me check something.
Join the fight, Chief. Left you plenty.
What's this? Cross game missions playlist. What is this? Okay, something weird here. Sorry, I'm just checking something. Hold on, bear with me a second. Cross game missions playlist. What is this exactly? Okay, I got an idea. It's so in the campaign section it has cross game playlist.
Yeah.
Choose a pre-configured playlist. I think maybe this would be the solution because I see what's it called? The Master Chief Saga. Which I'm trying to see what it is exactly. Pillar of Autumn. Bear with me a second, I'm looking into this. What exactly does this do? Flooded, epiphatic,
547. Seems the Covenant has run out of backup.
Maw.
Marines will stay put in to cancel the AA gun.
I don't know exactly what this is.
I'm sending
It's for like
right now.
playlists that go like across the game, you know, kind of like, how do I say it? It goes from Halo 1 to Halo 2 or stuff like that.
You think this would solve the solution? Or solve the problem?
I'm not sure. I'm wondering if maybe if you hosted the game, if anything would change.
Alright. We'll try that. So I'm going to choose this playlist thing, this cross game playlist. And we'll go with the first one here, which is the Master Chief Saga. And we'll see if this does anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
You have to invite me as well.
Yes. Hold on. And trying. Actually, I think if you select the option, so if you go into your friends list, and then find me and say choose join game.
Okay.
That should get you to join my thing.
Oh, there is no option to join you. Well, maybe you can right-click on my name on Steam and invite me.
Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay, hold on. Oh shit. Options. Invite to watch, join game. No, it's just giving me the join game option.
There's no invite to game?
It just says invite to watch or watch game. I don't know what's going on. Alright, I'll do the join the game, then head to then...
Yeah, it says join game for you is like grayed out. Okay, cross game playlist, so...
We'll see if that works. If it does, then that'll be our alternative. If not, again, I'm gonna scream.
It says Master Chief Saga, so I guess... Well, I guess it's starting us at Halo 1, so...
Yep, let's see if this works.
Oh.
Again, well, this is a test, so we'll just...
Not all players have required content installed to play.
What do you mean I don't have Hold on.
Try playing Halo 1 on your own, like in your own, like...
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna leave the multiplayer lobby.
Okay.
And I'm gonna check my content. Hold on. Actually, let me leave the game completely. Or actually, no. Extras. No, hold on. Campaign. Wasn't there an option that, like... What's the word? Isn't there an option that you can, like... Oh, what's it called? Options and stuff like that. Hold on. Settings. Gameplay. No. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna exit to desktop, and I'm going to check my system real quick. And I'm gonna see if it's like, oh, you need to download mod, whatever. Hold on. DLC, yeah, okay, let's see. In library, in library, in library, in library. Oops, it's showing everything is there. So it should already be there. Alright, I'm going back in. Let me check something. Play anti-cheat disabled. I remember when I first got this, it did say, "Oh, you need to download this, download that, yada yada yada," and it gave you like the options to download all the games or something like that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yes. The MCC. Okay. Options. Let's see. Customization. Why isn't it giving me the catalog option anymore? Did they stop supporting the challenge hub and everything?
Only if you're in anti-cheat disabled mode.
Okay, that explains it. My files. Okay, let me see. Game types. Select. No, that's not it. Campaign.
Yeah, try to play like Halo Combat Evolved and see what it says.
Okay, the following content is not installed. Halo the campaign. Would you like to customize your installation now? Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, so multiplayer campaign, multiplayer campaign, multiplayer campaign, 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 multiplayer campaign. Okay. So it's all saying pending, 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 pending. Actually, yes. Accept selection. Okay, let's try it now. So I'm going to do the same thing again. So, friends, join game. Okay. Let's see if this works now.
It still says missing content. I don't think it installs like instantly.
Alright, let me leave again, check. See, anniversary, missions. Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, it's saying, oh, it's downloading everything. Oh, it's... God. I don't know if all of it's required for that, but hopefully it's just Halo CE. And we can just focus on that getting updated. Hold on, what the fuck? This is still saying pending. Okay. I mean, it's going by quickly, which is a good thing. So, you know, there's that. Okay, as soon as Halo 1 is complete, we're gonna test it. If it still doesn't work, then we'll cancel this for now. I'm gonna get the other computer set up, and then we'll try again tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep, so worst case scenario, I gotta make more space on my desk. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue. I swear, 343 knows what I'm doing, and they're like, no, we need to stop this fucker. We need to make this as inconvenient as humanly possible.
Exactly.
Why? Because they talk shit about us, and we're petty, so we're gonna make it so you can't enjoy your fucking games. Actually, I could probably set this up on my current PC. Yeah, I'll test that as well. So, slight change of plans. So we're gonna test Halo 1. If it works, then we'll just skip Reach for now. Then, if it doesn't work, I'll try to download it onto my regular computer, and hopefully it runs well enough that we can actually enjoy ourselves. And if that doesn't work, then I'll set up the second computer and we'll run with that.
Okay.
Alright, great. Everything is now set. It's almost done installing. It's in the 70s right now. How's your evening been going?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm also just looking up something here on my phone. Okay, we're in the 90s, almost ready. Almost there. And... okay, it's done installing, I think. Why is it now saying pending? Why is it doing it again? What the f...
Yeah, I hate when downloads are like that.
It's probably because it's both the campaign and the multiplayer is two separate things. And because of that, it's like, oh, whatever version's done is done. I honestly don't know if... what's it called? It's gonna... oh, no, there it goes. Okay, now it's saying installed. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do the invite or join your game. Once again, I'm going to see if this works. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Crossplay, yes, I know crossplay is having issues. You don't need to remind me, game. I spent the last hour or so trying to fight this shit.
Alright.
Okay.
Everything is working.
Alright. Again, we'll probably have to skip the cutscenes. Just to see if it... again, this is supposed to be a bit of a test.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll just fast forward the cutscenes. We'll go right into the gameplay and we'll see if it's running. And if not, then I'll just move it to the regular PC, and hopefully it's strong enough to handle most of the Halo games, if not all. If not, then I'll just set up the other PC and we'll hope for the best for there.
I mean, the latest gen it has to handle is from the 2010s, so... Well,
yes.
There's also Halo Infinite, but yeah. And I guess
Halo Infinite, I think Halo Infinite is going to be fine. Halo 4 might be a bit of an issue, but I think I can lower the quality of everything just enough to keep it running.
I have to do the same. My fucking PC's a 1050.
Jesus. The other PC, like I said, so skip this. The Chief clone's just coming out of cryo. Alright, so now we'll just kind of go to keys.
Here we go.
Alright. And of course, this doesn't have any sprinting. Oop. Nope, that's the wrong way.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's not letting me crouch.
I got crushed by a door.
Slight problem. It's not letting me crouch. Oh no.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh no! Oh, I can turn on the flashlight. Oh, there we go. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. Hurry up! Hurry up! Okay, not to jinx it, but so far it's we've gotten further than the last one.
Ah! Oh fuck!
Running, running, running! We're running over here. Oh. Uh-oh.
Hey, don't keep it low.
What the fuck is he doing?
I don't know. I'm frozen.
What is he doing up here?
I wish you could see my screen. I'm just frozen in place behind you. I think it's because we're doing the cutscene.
Oh, I'm sure if I move over here, Green's
hold on, so
fight for her.
Wait, hold on. Am I moving? No, I'm just frozen. Okay, you have the gun, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to kill me. Can you hit me really hard with the gun?
Okay, I'm coming back.
Best case scenario, you hit the checkpoint, and then I'll be able to move again. God, this sucks right now. Is my head moving? Am I, like, moving around?
I don't know, I thought I killed you.
Oh no, I'm still stuck. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something. Hold on. Oh shit. Okay, let me leave and maybe I can jump back in.
You can't.
I can't even. Oh, there we go.
No, it also kicked me out of the game.
Ah, shit. Well, fortunately, we should be able to get back to that point. But we'll see. Oh dear, it's just loading now. Uh-oh. I think my Halo is frozen. Alright, hold on, let me exit the game and come back in. And now it won't even let me join again into the system. Okay, got it. Okay. Anti-cheat. Jump back in. God, this sucks. Oh, God. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about how I probably edit all this. It's just gonna be me, or like whatever avatar I choose, just slamming his head against the fucking keyboard. Like, why won't you work?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it does pick up after a checkpoint, right?
I don't know. It may...
Hopefully.
It says... I don't know. This shit's so fucking annoying.
Oh, absolutely. 343, fix your shit! Alright, I'll do this again.
Remember, they have the fucking budget to actually keep working on the game. They just choose not to. Because it probably bring more people to this game over their shitfinite.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's see if this works. If it just doesn't work again, I'm just gonna go ahead and start trying to download it onto my PC. Yes, the Pillar of Autumn. Yes, once again. Do you think it's gonna have the same problem if we play it on Infinite? Just worse?
I don't know.
I want to believe.
Connection to the game was interrupted. What was that?
Yep. Okay. We hit the wall. So yeah, this is not going to work. All right. I'm going to quit the desktop and I'm going to install it on my PC. If that causes problems, I'm just going to start screaming. Oh God.
I really hope it doesn't.
God, it's like, oh, join this, do this, you know, it's the best version of the Halo series. Never mind that it doesn't fucking work on like certain platforms. What do you mean it's a problem?
Music timings are messed up in the damn thing because greetings, human, initiating scan from estrogen detector. What the fuck?
I think this is a bot.
Oh god.
As if this night couldn't get any more interesting. It's like, hey Rev, how did you spend your Saturday night? Fighting Bungie. How do you think? Come on, you fucking pain in my ass. Yes, I would like to play the Halo Master Chief Collection on this PC. No, don't transfer the files. That's unnecessary.
Detecting 2 AA guns down below. If you can take them down, we can send more. Prepare to drop jumpers.
I hope I don't need to shut down something else in the background. At least whoever's watching this, at least you're entertained. Because, God knows, this has to be entertaining for someone.
I'm giving them something to watch right now.
Oh, no, I can see. I can see quite clearly. Okay. Which, I gotta say, it's like the dark lighting on that map is pretty cool.
Thank you. Hard on
it. It gives me flashbacks to what's it called? I don't know if you've ever played Killzone before, but in that game, it had a very similar lighting options for like its bridges and things like that. It gives me those like retro shooter vibes, which I really do miss. Back before everything had to be shiny and futuristic and God, so uninteresting. Oh, Rev, I think you're in a bad mood. No shit!
Sunset is at least very beautiful on this map. I'm very happy with how it came out.
And the vague darkness of it all kind of also leans quite well into it. Like this general sense that you're fighting. Like, it's the start of a new dawn, but it doesn't bring any comfort. It's essentially like just the start of another bloody day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna close up my my Discord just in case. Ugh. Gene, indeed. I don't know if it's running or not. I might need to check. We'll see. Also, I have a little, while we're waiting for shit to get clear, I do have some things I want to mention.
Yeah?
So with the whole, well, mostly in terms of Halo lore and the consistencies of the cannons and designs and shit like that. I've been looking into the grunts a little bit more, and I think I have an idea as to why the Halo 4/5 grunts look so fugly as sin.
Yeah?
Well, my sort of speculation is that these are actually either albino grunts or the results of extensive breeding, leading into inbreeding at some point. And that's why the grunts in Halo 4 have the weird discoloration, the almost chitinous sort of skin tone, you know, this like deformities in general. And Halo 5 just kind of continues that more inbred/disease grunts. That's the best I can come up with in terms of, you know, in-universe explanations. Obviously, it's because, oh, you know, 343 wanted a different design because...
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Halo 1 and 2 had their own grunt designs different from the Halo 3 and Reach grunts. So.
True, but at least there, you kind of got the idea that they were experimenting with the look for all the races, and it hadn't come into fruition yet. Which, you know, you can accept that for what it is. But it's still just like, it's out there, you know, in terms of designs and concepts, and again, I think it works well for what it is. What the hell is going on?
I don't know, a bunch of Utah Raptors are fighting these hunters.
Deploy the dinosaurs.
Is not clear.
Orange flame hunters.
Which you think wouldn't be a thing, but it's like, no, that makes perfect sense. Sorry, I'm just thinking on other things. So yeah, I get it. Like, with Halo 2 and Halo CE, the grunt designs are different, and, you know, I accept that. But I always imagined that with Halo 2, like, we can excuse it as the design hadn't been finalized, and I think the default look is supposed to be the Reach-style grunts. You know, because, you know, Halo Anniversary kind of confirms that to a certain degree.
I don't know, because I like the unique art styles Halo 1 and 2 had. I know Anniversary makes it all more consistent, but I don't know. I mean, these hunters are CE hunters, like, in design for their art style. Like, that's why they have the glowing eyes. And,
friendly motion tracker signals are appearing on the radar.
You know, they look more smooth.
Looks like someone on the recon team survived.
You know, and I also set all the grunts on this level in Jackals to be their CE versions, but they're, you know, higher definition of model. Phenotype analysis: 92% Homo sapien, 40% Neanderthal, 20 mole rat, Asian dung beetle. Chance of error 0.5. What the fuck?
I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like that's kind of semi-accurate to the whole situation.
They're
at least in terms of
grunts.
Right. It's so funny though. But for the most part, at least in my opinion, like, I don't mind the designs. I think it's fine. For me, it's always going to be like, I prefer consistency over aesthetical differences. And I think most of the Halo fans as well are kind of like in that same boat, given the whole visceral reaction.
They don't mind having fucking Halo 4 models next to Halo fucking Reach models and Halo 3 models, you know. They kind of use whatever they can, and they don't mind that, I've noticed.
Right, but that's more of a case of, like, you know, the better designs came out, and the Halo 4 designs aren't as repulsive as they used to be, to an extent. Plus, we also have, like, the confirmation that, yes, these are different species, different subspecies of, the elites. So I've kind of come to accept that. I also believe that at least with the Jackals, the Halo 2/1 designs, they're fine. But I believe if you wanted to find some canon reason as to why they're different, you could probably make an argument that for the Halo 2 variant, there's some sort of more feral version, like a type of Jackal that suffers more either genetic deformities or genetic inconsistency, something like that. I think you could probably make an argument for if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind. I think it's a good middle ground if you want to go with that. Whatchamacallit. Again, for the grunts, I'm more inclined to accept this idea that the 4 and the 5 versions are just diseased or genetically damaged due to extensive breeding, and just kind of leave it at that. For the Halo, for the elites, I'm kind of okay with the idea that there are subspecies. Honestly, I think what it is that the Halo CE 3 and Halo 2 Anniversary, the more, what's it called? I guess you would call it the perfect version of the Elite is more acceptable. Sorry, not acceptable. I think that's the standard San Helios, those born and raised on their home world. And I think I know that they have the 2 moons, Kikos and Suban. And I think Suban was described as a jungle, forest world. And I think this is where the Halo 4 elites come from. So they're more Sudanese, I think.
We
and
see Subanon in Halo Infinite. It's like a moon of San Helios, and it's just a needler cave, and there's Vanish fighting the Sword of San Helios in the skybox.
Right, and I think, like I said, I can see the Halo 4/5 elites coming from there, because it does look like it's a world that's designed to, their evolution would kind of make sense there. And I think, no, wait, which one was the forest one? Was that Kikos or was that Suban?
I don't know.
Let me do a quick Google.
I don't know much about the Free for Free era lore anymore.
Neither do I, but I at the very least tried to keep tabs on some interesting details, mostly for my own projects. Let's see, Suban planet. Says here, one of the 2 massive natural satellites of San Helios, along with Kikos. Suban is a reddish color and referred to as the blood moon of San Helios. Overview. Okay, it says here, Suban is the closer of the 2 moons orbiting San Helios. The larger size of both Suban and Kikos, gravity affects tides on San Helios. Environmental features. Suban surface hosts water and at least 1 jungle at the crater of Kovokel. The moon also features rocky mountainous regions, some of which are located the location of the Blamite mines. Suban is the only known location where Blamite, also called Subanese crystals, can be found, which veins of Blamite run throughout the moon's interior. Jesus Christ, doesn't this stuff explode?
Yes.
How the fuck do you mine that then? It's either it's heated up or they just send grunts to do it, and if it explodes, whatever, they'll just harvest the shards from the remains. Again, how does this place not just simply implode on itself?
That's a good question.
I'm just picturing one elite miner's okay, I've got this, brother, immediately hits the wrong thing. You just see the moon explode in the distance. No explanation, no clarification, it just happened. Fucking hell. Let's see here, ecology. Okay, it says here it's home to several indigenous form of fauna, including the, quote, Koryeth slug and the Pithu, a twin-tailed serpent. So it's a snake with 2 tails?
I guess so. We don't really get a lot of information on Halo's wildlife, unfortunately, other than a few book names.
True, and some fan animations. Still, that's fucking weird. A snake with 2 tails. I mean, It's either that it splits down the middle and the segments are like legs, or it's literally like the tail tip and it just splits open in like the middle. Okay. Let's see here. While Sangheili are indigenous to the Sanghelios rather than Suban, the moon hosts several large Sangheili population centers, major industrial sites, and significant armories. Locations include the Keep of Malastrom, Kovakel, mines of Shurai, Spire of Mietistina, and Ukapala, as well as the Kevaros mines. Known residents, including the Shava family, Maki Shava, Oebrin Shava, Silset Shava, Nizat Kavorose, Okro Bagadun, and Thav Sabari. I'm sure I mispronounced at least 5 of those names, but I don't care. I have very little respect for the Sangheili culture. No, I'm kidding, I don't. That's a joke, I actually care.
To be like, they're not alone with
No, I care. I respect the Sangheili culture for what it is, but I don't respect certain members of the species, like, Ndama, for example. Okay, so I'm guessing... So, I guess Suban would probably be more in line with the other thing I'm thinking about. Okay, let's check the other moon. Because if the forest isn't here, then let's check Kikos. Kikos overview. Kikos is a further moon of the 2 moons orbiting Sanghelios. The large size of both Kikos and Okay, topography and ecology. Kikos is home to a large Sangheili population center, major industrial sites, and many significant armories. The vast wilderness of Kikos is home to several Sangheili hunting preserves. Sangheili frontiersmen once used early prototypes of the Rizvum pattern Revenant to travel these preserves. While by the way, in this entire time, the MCC has been loading up on my PC, just so we're clear. Yeah, I'm not just talking to fill the dead air. I'm actively trying to get this to work. I apologize for delay, keeping everyone up. Again, this is just testing to see if it works or not. Okay, back to the trivia here. Okay. While these wildlife preserves were established and continue to be maintained for the purposes of conservation, they also serve to preserve and proliferate key Sangheili culture practices, many of which have survived since their people's earliest days. Both individual Sangheili and organized warrior hunting packs utilize these preserves for various rites and customs, ceremonial and practical alike. Most of the fauna on Kikos are native to the moon itself. These include the massive steer-like, which that means, what's it called? Bovine/cow, Usaulb, and the Dondrabe. Vibrantly colored and venomous amphibians measuring 2 meters long. Jesus Christ. Why is everything on Sanghelios trying to, in the general planet, why is everything trying to kill you?
There's also dragons on Sanghelios that pretend to be rocks.
The spleen. I
was talking about the Yggdrasil. I mean, no, the Helioscrill.
Yes, those specific ones. Sorry, I get these animals get confusing to me, so I apologize.
Heavy covenant activity in the beach.
Jesus Christ. The species most sought after... Oh, here it is. Sought after by hunters are the deadly and beautiful Helioscrill. While originally native to Sanghelios, these creatures can also be found amid massive expanses scattered across the mountains of Shelmlin on Kikos. However, the Helioscrill population has dwindled down to commercialized hunts enjoyed by the wealthy Sanshayum prior to the Great Schism. That explains so much.
Destroy the top fueling tanks until they start taking
For the prophets were just hunting these poor things to extinction.
Let's go, Hell Jumpers.
It makes sense. The prophets don't give a shit about anything. So are we so surprised they would do this as well?
Now that the alien bastards are out of the way, I can give some access.
Again, one of the many reasons the Great Schism had to happen. Let's see here. History. Covenant era. Early in the Covenant's history, Kikos produced Sanguili swords of the highest qualities, including burn blades, partly functional Forerunner ancillas, were also brought to several armories on Kikos for studying purposes. Throughout the Covenant era, Kikos acted as the primary spaceport for the entire Urs system. At some point in its history, a civil conflict known as the Siege of Kikos took place. Human Covenant War. Throughout the Human Covenant War, a group of Sanguili merchants lived on Kikos and engineered weapons for the Covenant's arsenal, and have continued to do so for post-war factions following the era. Post-war. When Sanghelios became embroiled in a civil war, a significant portion of the planet's population fled to Kikos, Saban, and other Sangheli colonies. In the midst of this cultural and political upheaval, several of the keeps that controlled Kikos' war factories formed a consortium with the goal of establishing a direct colonial independence for the moon world. This act garnered a polarizing response from both groups on Sanghelios and even some residents, and proprietors, on the moon itself, following subjugation of the Earth system via Guardian. The widespread loss of communication and logistics infrastructure inhabited in the independence efforts on Kikos, but the key parties are still motivated to pursue this effort. Okay. So that explains a few things. So basically, if I'm understanding this correctly, Kikos tried to go independent in the midst of the Arbiter's war with the Covenants. Then the Guardians came in and basically said, no, you're not going to do that. Because they're dicks. God, I fucking hate the Guardians so much.
Yeah.
Just... I'm sorry, Brian Reed is such a fucking hack, and he pisses me... years later, his writing still haunts my nightmares. Oh, I'm gonna do this because I'm so smart, and I got fired from Marvel because I fucking suck dick. Ugh, God, just fuck this guy in particular. Okay, it's partially working. It's just asking me to sign in now. All right, I gotta select my Yahoo real quick. Come on, work, you stupid thing. I swear, if my phone explodes in my face, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. I mean, I'll haunt people from beyond the grave, but I'll still be disappointed.
Yeah, fucking game crashed because I paused.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I'm glad to see I'm not the only one having technical problems right now. Okay, hold on. Oh, what's happening? What's going on? Yeah, expand. Sorry, I'm just getting everything set up here. 2, 1, 3. Okay.
But he's just like pausing fucking crashes this shit. Like I'm not
Jesus
even,
Christ.
it's like I paused my fucking game and now it's like fatal error because I wanted to fucking disable the chat because that fucking chat message was like making me uncomfortable, so I wanted to fucking get it out of my face. And I couldn't actually get rid of the chat, so I just disabled it and now it's just asking me to sign in, which I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I hear you.
couldn't even sleep last night because I was so stressed out.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. And I'm also sorry I'm keeping you up. I promise I'm getting this done as quick as possible.
No, it's okay.
Okay, don't you dare fucking crash on me. Ah! Sorry, my thing almost knocked over. Error. Retry. Don't tell me I have to do this again. Okay, while that's going on, I'm just going to check the other bit of information I wanted to see on. As we brought the Helios scroll, I want to see what exactly was going on. You said they're rock-like?
They're supposed to blend in with the rocks on the mountain. There's a picture of them that you can look up.
Oh, wow.
They also have a split jaw.
So it's almost beak-like. Again, what is it with, you know, like just everything that the Sangheili touches just wants to kill you? Why?
We lost our gear.
Alright, let's see here. So Saurian, well that explains it. Alright, let's see. Anatomy and physiology. Helios scales are deadly and magnificent Saurian apex predators with 4 digitigrade legs, each ending on 3 talon-tipped toes. The animal's upper toothy jaw is beak-like in shape, while its lower jaw splays into a pair of mandibles lined with teeth. The Helios skrill's head features spines which run down the length of its scaly body and to its tail. Behavior. Renowned for their cunning patience and skill at ambush, the Helios skrill will often hunt by remaining completely still to imitate a rock, like you said, waiting for unsuspecting prey to pass by before lunging. Habitat. The Helios skrill was originally native to the high mountains region of the state of Solam on the continent of Kivro on Sangheili. Seemingly as part of the conservation effort, the Helios skrill. Why is this taking so long to load? Come on, you piece of shit. Sorry. Helios skrill population was expanded to Kikos, one of the planet's 2 moons. During the time of the Covenant, the population of the wild Helios skrill dwindled due to commercialization hunts favored by the wealthy and indulgent Sangshayum. However, the Helios skrill can still be found in the massive expanses scattered across the mountain ranges on Shimling on Kikos. Cultural significance. Let's see here. The Sangheili have a strong hunting culture dating back to their ancient past. For the ancient Sangheili hunted and killed Helios skrill using spears. Presumably, this would be maintained as traditional methods of hunting Helios skrill, as shipmaster Dore Tabud once succeeded in killing one using the same method. Aside from hunting the Helios skrill, the Sangheili have taken tactical inspiration from the predator's own hunting methods. The combat stance, modeled after Helios skrill's usual hunting position, gives the performer the appearance of resting, but allows the performer to spring to their feet in less than a second if necessary. That's interesting. So if we see a Sangheili that's pretending to sleep, odds are good he's not really sleeping. That's something to consider.
Yeah.
Let me see. Utilizing this combat stance requires a certain amount of stamina, as it can cause leg muscles to burn after holding the position for a prolonged time. Thelvatami used this position whilst being held and assailed by humans in the rubble with 3 other Sangheili silhouettes. As part of the UNSC alliance with the Swords of Sanghelios, a talented artisan armorer at the Kular Manufactorum designed the Helios skrill class Mjolnir, named in honor of the Helios skrill itself. The first Mjolnir powered assault armor variant, not designed by humans, is manufactured by the Kular Manufactorum and is available for limited. Okay, we know this. The Helios part of the creature's name may derive directly from the name Sanghelios. Native Planet, Endless Appearances, The Cold Protocol, Broken Circle, Mentioned Only, Halo 5 Guardians indirectly mentioned. Okay. Alright, this is not loading up at all, it's just stuck on the loading page. We'll handle this another time. I don't want to keep you up any more than than you already are. I know you need to get your sleep, so I suggest we'll try this again tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll try to get the thing working by then.
I hope people could have at least enjoyed me showing my mods off here.
I'm sure they did. There we go. Shift tab. That's it. Exit game. Yeah, I'm gonna try to play this again tomorrow. If it works, then yes, I will confirm. Yet if it does, then I won't need to set up the other PC. If not, then I'll set up the other PC and we'll try it then. Hopefully by then we can actually get this shit sorted, but somehow I doubt it. Alright. I guess we'll have to rename this to Generations Play Technical Issues and Technical Problems. Oh boy.
At least the Sparrowhawks are cool.
Oh, absolutely. And again, people got to see the mod in action, and really I do like how, again, you have like an interesting way of doing these mods, and it's really well done.
I'll be working on the next one soon. I kind of got work on the Banished Boat done, so...
I recommend heading down into the city block now. The Marines need your help.
You know, I'm excited to work on that when I can. It's just a lot of work aside from that I gotta finish, you know. Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how far this actually will go. At least in the sense of, what's it called? You know, in terms of like naval combat and that sort of thing. I think one of the things I would find rather interesting would be just how Halo combat would go in terms of naval conflict, especially with the Covenant. I like to imagine that it would be a little bit like how Xeon did things with their mobile suits. You know, these weird sort of like clearly buoyant designs, but shit that just under normal circumstances no right mind would design or create. Like I imagine, and this is just my kind of like interpretation, I imagine that whenever we see like something that the Covenant can create that submerges, it would probably have arms like a big, like a Rang unit would. You know, basically like the arms would come out and kind of act as pincers if necessary.
Yeah.
Depending on the speed, I guess. Which, speaking of, I'm thinking about it now, like, we've only ever seen the naval cultural, like, influence from the Sangheili side of things, you know, with the Halo 2 terminals and the history of the Arbiter, how they basically commanded boats at sea. Very Viking-like, I want to say.
Yeah. And I think they have, like, giant squids or something.
It makes sense. Again, with everything on St. Helios, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of gigantic predatory squids deep underwater. Though it is interesting to think about now that I'm saying it out loud. Also, based on the information we just got, I guess I have to refigure my thoughts. So I think because we now confirmed that Kikos is the forest moon, where basically River 3 has stated that the Halo 4 elites come from. I guess that this means that they come from that world specifically and explains the hunting preserves. Personally, I always believe that the Halo Reach Sangheili are those either from Suban, you know, basically the more monastic sort of Sangheili, basically.
The Predator.
Like you get... Yeah. Like these are the elites you call in to fight, like, you know, like religious warriors, basically.
Yeah.
You know, same ferocity, but with an honor style that makes them stand out. But that, you know, that's partially my, like, what 343's kind of suggested with, especially with the Kikos. Sangheili and my own personal interpretation for the headcanon. I also know that, or I say I know, but I think there was some information out there explaining that the Halo Infinite elites are hybrids between the two subspecies. So it's the result of a Sangheili breeding with either a Kikos or a Sudanese Sangheili. Hence why they share some distinctive features between the two.
Yeah.
Which, if that's the case, hey, I'm all for it. More consistency is a lot better than just kind of sitting there going like, Jesus Christ, why do they keep changing the style? Anyhow, I do want to ask in terms about the mods themselves. So when you design these vehicles and weapons and new armors, what do you usually look for inspiration? Do you just look at cut Halo concepts and kind of give them life?
Yeah,
or
I do that, or I just do whatever I want to add, you know, or like things I think are like cool, you know, the rule of cool, that's what I go by.
Okay. Well, I do have a suggestion for a weapon concept if you want to hear it.
Sure.
Breaking off a hunter's shield and utilizing it as either an emplacement or, if you're strong enough, a sort of like battering weapon.
Yeah, that could work. Oh fuck, the Strider.
Jeez, like it is just chaos everywhere, and the fucking Strider's like, hello, I'm here, what up?
And those gibs I made for it are custom done.
Oh, that's
cool. I had to completely do them, you know, because in Half-Life 2 when you explode them, they turn into like a bunch of gibs. Oh,
I know some people who, like, I've actually spoken to some folks who I've shown these mods to, like a lot of the stuff you've been doing. And I remember one of my friends just got so fucking pissed when they saw the Strider. Like, oh my god, he's stealing stuff from Halo, or from Half-Life. I'm like, dude, it's a mod for fuck's sakes.
It's
not official.
Like, yeah, I'm not getting paid. You know.
Yeah, but he was on, like, he just kept going on and on. It's like, oh my god, Halo and Half-Life should be separate, and this and that, and you know, once
I
it's
bothered
like,
to actually make it fit with Halo, though. Like, the Banished are known for their mechs, you know?
No, yeah, the Skitters are a fucking thing. It was a whole complicated, like, argument, and at the end he's like, okay, whatever, I don't like it, and like, he just stormed off in a huff, and was like, what the fuck ever? Piss off.
I'm sorry, but he's wrong. It's fucking cool. It's like, it's a damn mod. I don't have to worry about copyright, alright? The Striders are fucking cool, and I thought they'd work as, like, cool, like, additions to Halo 5. As, like, giant hunter worms.
Yeah, and I think it works fine. You know, I think it works as a fine concept as well. More hunter variants need to be a thing, damn it. But yet, 343 won't do it, so we might as well get on with it.
Yeah, at least with Halo Wars 2, the Creative Assembly got like a lot of new hunter stuff, and you know, the Banished kind of has like a lot more hunter presence in their ranks. I mean, they're literally commanding like different ranks are actually allowed to do that.
Yeah, like Colony takes direct control, you know, and I love what they did with Colony. Like, this concept is weirdly interesting. This idea that you have this commander that's split down the middle, you know, obviously because it's one colony but two separate beings. And you see Colony just basically like having this weird, almost detached nature.
Yeah.
And the way he speaks, the way he acts, all this sort of shit. But it doesn't feel like he's spiteful or hateful. It just feels more like he's analytical, tactful, and this gives a great insight into like how the hunters operate and how the worm colonies like must be in order to stay sane, you know.
And there's also
like
slugmen here too, which are like the small forms of the hunters.
Oh yeah.
And I made them like the main snipers of the Banished because I assumed that they'd be like that, you know.
Definitely. Like, it gives that sense and that vibe that these are... Like, I've always imagined that the more you make a hunter split, and like the smaller the frame is put into becomes, the more specialized it becomes as well, but the less intelligent it naturally would be. So I imagine that the smaller it gets, the less intelligent it is, the more animalistic the creature has to become to compensate for these like limitations.
Yeah.
Which again, I think is a fun idea and a cool concept. I just wish again 343 would actually like listen to the fans and give us some cool shit, or actually do some stuff from Halo Wars in an official capacity.
Yeah, they
again,
completely ignored a lot of it in the Halo Wars and Infinite.
Oh, absolutely. Like that's the thing that irks me the most. What's it called? I'm trying to think of the right word here. I'm trying to think of the right word. You know, like they introduce, like, don't get me wrong, I like what the models in Halo Wars 2. I think they're pretty damn good. You know, it's a fun.
A lot of them are ported into here.
Oh, good. I'm saying more in the sense of like, they're fine models as it is, but obviously because it is made for an RTS, the design isn't going to be as impressive, you know? There's obvious limitations that you can't overcome because it is, what's the word? An RTS by nature has to be very low polygon, you know, for it to run and operate, yada yada yada. No joke, when I was speaking with some friends and we were working on porting over, what's it called? When we were working on porting over some of, and when I say we, I just gave ideas and suggestions. The thing is that we tried to port in some of the Banished commanders into Source and see how they looked. And the problem is that for the larger things, you know, like the Goblin, for example, that was fine because it was designed to be large enough to work in the setting. You know, we can actually like play with it. And
when it comes to the, like, I had to compromise by using like some base Halo 3 assets to fill in the gaps of detail, you know? Like I did that with the Ghost and the the Hunter over here. It's the Halo Wars 2 model, but it has the Halo 3 like details for the worms.
Right. Exactly. And that was something we ran into, like for example, the Banished commander, the one that Decimus, that's it. When we tried to get Decimus into Source, he was way too low poly. He didn't have any hands. It was all part of the mech. And so we had to find a way to make Decimus work in the greater narrative, you know, in Source. And one of the ideas was, let's just use a brute model from somewhere else for the body and kind of work with it. But the problem was that because Decimus has such a unique design to him, trying to translate that into either Halo Reach or Halo 2 Anniversary or Halo 3 version of the model wasn't going to work as well as we had hoped. They're just too different, and his design is just way too specific. Essentially, we would have to get access to the Blur Studios cutscenes to translate them one-to-one, or at the very least talk to the guy who I know does the model work and see if he would actually be able to do that. But you know, that would be a whole other thing entirely. So in the end,
which sucks because a lot of the Halo Wars like designs, like, they're really cool, but they're, you know, nobody really makes like models representing them accurately.
Right, and it's either it's a poor port job, and the model just looks fucking ugly as sin, or it's something that just doesn't, or you rebuild it all from scratch, and whatever inconsistencies you have, you got to deal with those inconsistencies. And it is what it is. It's a problem that, you know, you can't really ignore. And when you reach that point, it becomes a serious problem.
The Spaz 12 as well, shooting a damn Tyrannosaurus. I love these big Margosauruses here too, especially, you know, since I recently made. Well, I haven't put in the update yet, but they can carry troops.
Oh, good. But yeah, that's one of the problems. And again, I don't know if you can rebuild some of the Halo Wars 2 machines in Infinite, like using Infinite assets. If it is, then, you know, great, that wouldn't be a problem, but somehow I doubt that.
Yeah.
There's no real attempt to just kind of work with this at all.
Like, with this Ghost, you can see it's using the Halo 3, like, innards, but it's using the Halo Wars 2, like, shell.
Right. And it has a good amalgamation of it. Like, it's passable enough that you could say, oh yeah, this is fine.
And I also added damage states to it, so you can see parts of it, like, rip off, like, which the actual Halo Wars 2 models didn't have. At least I don't think so.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's your what, you know, I think people could probably do. At least for the more common units or vehicles and stuff like that. Speaking of Infinite, I still got mixed opinions on that. I feel like the enemy designs are on point. I don't mind them. I think they look good enough for what it is. I think the problem I mostly have is just with the story and just with like this very clear attempt to backpedal Brian Reed's bullshit writing.
They had
to
spend like Halo 5 was so bad they had to spend the game like undoing the bullshit in Halo 5 that they couldn't focus on actually telling a good story, and they had to cut like, you know, most of the game.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's the worst of it when you think about it, is that there is just there's no salvaging this. Like, the problem is that 343 wants a... what's the word? 343 wants a return to 4. They wanted to use Halo Infinite as a reboot. But they did the same mistakes they did with Halo 4 with almost everything. Again, we almost had that, what's it called? That, oh, what is it? The big thing that the Banished would have used against you.
Halo Array?
Oh, no, it was an animal, a creature. Basically it was a beast of some sort. And this creature would be like a mount for the Banished. And if you blew off like armor pieces or something like that, then, what's the word?
Oh, I remember
blew off the
that
armor.
One, yeah.
Yeah. I, like, as much as I like the concept, and I did, I could tell this is going to be another...
They were supposed to replace the Hunters as well.
Oh, God.
But then they're like, oh, wait, this isn't really that fun. So they cut it.
Good. Look, I'm gonna be honest. Like, when you, as a developer, decide, I want to do this as a replacement for X instead of I want this to be an enhancement to X, then you fail. Exactly. You failed. Completely. Like, if you know your game is infamous for variety or specific enemy types or things that work within a very, very specific sort of like format, if you go about this and basically try to like, quote, change things, improve things, replace things, whatever you want to call it, you're going to ruin whatever delicate balance you have, because that is what games are at the end of the day, a delicate balance. And if you futz around with something, it's gonna get ruined and you're gonna have a subpar product on your hands. That's just a given. And unfortunately, at the end of the day, that's exactly what 343 did when they introduced the Prometheans. And we all know how much of a pain in the ass fighting Prometheans is. Let's not kid ourselves here.
Yeah.
They're not fun. So imagine fighting that thing instead of the Hunters. It would be a fucking nightmare every single time. So I'm glad it was removed. I'm just sad it was, because on the one hand, good it was removed because it wouldn't have been a fun replacement for the Hunters, but I'm sad because there goes another interesting idea that could have made Infinite stand out a little bit more. Please note I said could have.
Shit.
So much for that. Thanks.
It's like the Lich gunship.
Oh god.
Oh, I blew it up in the Phantom gunship.
Nice. But yeah, that's what I mean. It's all sorts of problems, and I think that's one of the biggest issues at the end of the day. Just constantly holding back what Infinite could have been. Like, let me kind of get on to this. I don't like the idea of introducing the Endless and this new faction of now equally ancient pre-Forerunner bullshit aliens. That is the one thing I think ruined Infinite in its entirety. It should have been just focused on the Banish and dealing with the Banish as an enemy faction. Should
or
they be
the Flood, because Zeta Halo is supposed to be like one of the Halos of like rich Flood history, you know? And they could have explained the whole created plot by saying Cortana had the Logic Plague and had the plot about her releasing the Flood and her being infected.
And we had to deal with it basically. But no, I guess 343 didn't want to do that because it'd be retreading old territory, and they don't want to do that.
Nah.
Plus, personally speaking, I've always been against the idea of bringing the Flood back because it would invalidate so much from Halo 3. Sergeant Johnson's death, Chief being lost in space, the unification of the Sangheili with humanity, like all this stuff. It would be invalidated if you just tried to bring the Flood back. That's just simply.
New Covenant does it. I was saying New Covenant brings the Flood back.
True, but in New Covenant,
and so does my mod series, but that's because of the Halo ring being stabbed into the snowy planet and it being quarantined off.
Right. Like small quarantines and these sorts of things, that's fine. I'm talking, and in terms of New Covenant, we can excuse that as a continuation of Halo 3 and basically mopping up the mess that brought with it. But I'm talking about bringing the Flood back as a full-scale threat on par with what happened in Halo 3. I think that's a mistake because, again, it starts to invalidate everything we did in Halo 3 to begin with. People will argue, oh, but Halo 3 was about stopping truth and all this. It's that was part of the problem. But that wasn't the sole.
I want to set fire to their homeworld and see how
also, hi, Mr. Waifu Taker. Thank you for joining us. I'm in the middle of one of my world-famous rants.
Wait, Mr. Waifu Taker? Oh, yeah. I remember that guy. I see him in the comment sections all the time.
Welcome.
Crap, I gotta open up the live stream panel, but I'm
don't worry,
cutscene.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it, don't worry. But yeah, sorry, yes, this is a mod. This is his mod that he's created.
Yeah, I made this.
But yeah, like I said, I just feel like it invalidates a lot of things, and when it comes to Infinite, one of the big things that just kind of irks me is just, again, we've clearly skipped over the created war, which I think was a terrible, as much as I hated the concept of the created war, skipping over the conflict and basically sweeping it under the rug is not the right thing to do. Because then you got all this build-up from Halo 5, you got all this stuff that was going to be a thing, and all these other things, and now, no, it's just over. It's over. We're not going to do that again.
This freaking rocks act. Thank you, man. I appreciate that you like it. I worked hard on it.
Again, this is what happens when you have people who care about the source material. You wind up with shit that actually works. Bungie, take note.
Exactly.
But no, they're not going to do that. They're just going to do focus testing and listen to the corporate bastards and be like, oh, but we did focus testing and this and that, and it's just fuck off. Fuck off. Anyway. Well, like I said, the whole created bullshit, the war should have been addressed at some point. We should have been involved in some way, or at the very least wrap this up in a satisfying conclusion, because now we got, oh, what happened to the Guardians? I don't know, they just fucked off somewhere. Oh, what happened to Cortana? She just killed herself and tried to kill Atriox at the same time, because why not? Okay, what about Zoisek? Oh, it's just blown up now. It's okay, put the brakes on for 5 seconds. What?
Yeah.
it's at the same time trying to get rid of everything Halo 5 introduced, but also trying to raise the stakes in a way that I don't think Halo, like, when you raise the stakes on something, it has to make sense. You just can't raise the stakes all willy-nilly and just think that's automatically going to be a good thing. It can go really, really fucking wrong, and in this case, it went really, really fucking wrong. And, you know, here's what we're dealing with. Again, if it were up to me, and I had to do this, I had to fix Halo 5, I would just make it where basically the Infinity has to go somewhere. The war with the Created is not going well, or the war is going like in somewhere, basically. The conflict is still going, and Chief is being sent to Zeta Halo because it was so important during the Covenant War. And we have a way to shut down the I almost said Reapers, because that's what the Guardians fucking are. They are fucking Reapers. Let's not kid ourselves.
Holy shit, that's another Mass Effect thing that fucking 343 stole.
Yes! It's exactly the same thing. Giant, indestructible, massive machines that can wipe out an entire faction without any problems. They're fucking Reapers. They're just sucky versions.
Yeah.
Sticking to that. But that's what I mean. Like, have it so, I don't know, the Halo rings can be used to, like, disable the Guardians. And now it's a hunt to find the rings. We're going to Zeta Halo to find, like, the frequency to activate some sort of pulse. The Created are putting, like, their efforts back into it, but the Banished are also involved because now they see an opportunity to essentially, to essentially like cut a niche for themselves in this new conflict. Maybe they're mercenaries, maybe they're fighting against the Created and humanity, whatever the case may be, and have it where you basically are on Zeta Halo after a major conflict. You have been dropped in. Maybe Atriox, like, keep the intro the same. Atriox damage, you know, beat Chief, threw him down out the airlock. The Infinity is damaged and has to retreat. And just have the story be Chief's on the hunt for this artifact and finds a copy of Cortana, which happens to be the weapon. There we go. It's not that difficult to fix this shit.
Yeah. Holy
but
shit.
No. 343 just does this instead because fuck you. You're gonna enjoy the slop and be thankful for it.
Honestly, it might be so confusing for frickin' Waifu Taker because my voice is in the mod. I'm like the radio guy. You're just like... I'm sorry. It's just...
Oh god. You know, actually, isn't... What's his name? Gianni. Remind me to look up the voice actor for Ultra Kill, because I think he works on commission. We might be able to get his voice talents for one of these mods for the fuck of it.
Well, I'm not bringing back Chief, like, in any way, because he's on Forward Unto Dawn. I mean, this takes place... I mean, this mission takes place, like, at the start of the war. This is in Harvest.
No, I meant Gianni as in, the voice actor who does Gabriel from Ultra Kill.
Yeah, but I know he does those, like, stupid, like, memes.
Yeah, that's the point. We just bring him on to this and say, listen, I need you to say just some stupid random shit and we'll just call it a day. Just for the fun of it, why not?
Yeah.
I think my favorite still has to be, because he did voice some stuff in Trepang, and I think one of my favorites is that he did a joke recording during the fight, and it's, quote, "They come into our temple, suck our dicks, and then call us gay. Brothers, lubricate the intruders for the patriarch."
Yeah.
And I just hear it, and my immediate thought is like, I don't know why, but this terrifies me on a level I don't want to. I never thought I'd be terrified on. I don't know why the concept of being lubricated just makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
I gotta do that at some point, just shout that at random when I'm playing a game with friends and just make them go like, Rev, what the fuck are you on? But anyway, yeah.
White tip, this is
Honestly, I might do a rewrite for Halo Infinite. I really do.
We have too much to worry
I
about.
already have some plans for this. Hell, I even have one for Halo 4 that I think works. My only problem is that I haven't been able to find a good substitute
Well, Halo
for
4 is just a rip-off of Mass Effect story.
Pretty much. But I mean, it's like no joke. Harbinger is the voice actor for Harbinger is just the Didact. It's the same person.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, Jennifer Hale is Commander Palmer, and they were obviously trying to market her as like the femme chief. All right, they had a bunch of useless material with her, right?
Yes, exactly, and it's like I fucking hate Palmer. I really do. She is the reason morale.
She's discount femship.
Yes, basically. She has everything wrong with that game, all boxed up into one thing. And God, I want to beat her fucking head in. Not Jennifer Hale. I absolutely love that woman. I mean Palmer.
Yeah.
God. Well, I'm just hopeful that when the war happened, she just took a magnum round to the face, completely by accident. Anyway.
Yeah.
But no, I have this idea for Halo 4 specifically. So the concept being that, what's it called? So I still want to keep the concept that it's been 4 years or 7 years, how long it's been.
I think it's like 4 years.
Okay, but the concept would be this: Chief wakes up, 4 years later, blah 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 blah. UNSC has moved on from him, obviously, and they don't do Spartans anymore, but they still do the same augmentation process for ODSTs and any soldier that proves their worth. So I've been working on the idea of either calling them Paladins or Athenians, to kind of keep up the Greek naming convention. I can't use Orion because
like
that was the name.
Sykes or something?
Yeah, well, more of the Greek goddess of, cunning strategy, basically. So Spartans are more infamously known for, following Ares. So I thought, why not have these, discount versions be Athenians, essentially, and kind of keep that
Spartan booty, because goddamn, she has a giat, as they say. I gave her a fat butt because you just have to be accurate.
Absolutely. I mean, the ass is a muscle. It's not just fat. So everyone else can shut up. We can give Spartans fat asses.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking realistic.
Exactly. And it's not just us being perverted.
Yeah, totally not. I didn't give 547 a fat ass just because, and Star, because technically Star was in the last mission. The yellow Spartan was a recon. Star.
Oh right. True. No.
And she's already better reddened than Commander Palmer because I actually have her mourn the Marines that get killed. Like I actually have her mourn Marines and show actual care for them instead of insulting them and say, oh, they're useless, just like in Halo 4 Spartan Ops.
Oh yeah, that whole, oh, you guys aren't Spartans don't miss. It's like, Palmer, you use fucking magnums that don't kill shit. Don't you start with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the general idea is that these versions are not Spartans, they're like bootleg discount Spartans, essentially. That's kind of the dynamic I'm going for. And Palmer, she leads this group, and I want to keep that antagonistic streak going, but I specifically want to have a reason behind this. Another big thing I wanted to focus on was this whole UNSC versus ONI angle that Halo 5 introduced but never did anything with it. And for 4, I want to introduce that as the start of a conflict, where basically, because the peace between the Sangheili and the UNSC is becoming more and more tangible, ONI's trying to provoke an incident to occur, specifically with, what's it called? Like a tragedy, and then pin it on the Sangheili to start a new conflict and whatever, typical real world shit, basically. For Del Rio, because he, needlessly aggressive, I thought about redoing him as an ONI, an ONI man, basically, someone who's loyal to ONI specifically, not the UNSC. And as such, he has every reason to let the Didact and the Prometheans become a problem, so that way ONI can have a new tragedy.
Isn't it funny that he completely ignores Chief and says, "Oh, the Didact's not a real issue, alright?" Reminds you of something, doesn't it? Oh, the Didact,
yes.
we have dismissed that threat. The Forerunners, supposedly waiting in dark space. Well, we have dismissed that threat. Yeah.
Even outside of Mass Effect, Sparatus still continues to be a pain in the ass.
Oh,
yes,
Master Chief, the supposed legend that will end the Didact. Oh, we've dismissed that claim.
Exactly. Well, again, the idea I wanted to play in with Del Rios is that he's aware of the threat, but has orders from Oni to let it expand and become a problem. And this leads into something I want to do with Halo. Sorry, someone's sending.
How do you guys? Oh, can you read it?
Yeah, by Ishan Aguaro. How do you guys, when making a level, gauge that how fair an encounter is for the player?
I base the difficulty on normal. So if it can be beat on normal, then I try to use like the typical squads campaign uses. So I go with like 2 elites and 8 grunts for like large squads, or 4 grunts and 1 elite for like normal squads. Right. I mean normal squads, or like 2 jackals added on.
Exactly, and the challenge.
Also,
and the challenge comes in.
You can go up the
together.
Phantom here and hijack it.
Nice. And yeah, the challenge mostly comes in the form of like how you handle the enemies versus like actually having a higher health pool and becoming bullet sponges. So instead of it just being, oh, here's 8 jackals, now you have like 8 grunts, now you got 4 grunts and 4 jackals. Figure out how to make that work,
Alright, time for the best part of this mod. You guys are about to see why.
But yeah, that's kind of the general idea. I'm open to suggestions in terms of like what to name the bootleg Spartans, basically.
Alright, so just imagine Tip of the Spear, but with, well, that's going to be in the Xeno Hazaku mission, which, yeah, that's an actual planet in my Halo lore, so that's funny.
Yee.
But here you go into the formation, you get to fight all the sprites. And it plays the rock cover of Tip of the Spear.
Nice. Oh god. Again, this is the type of shit 343 wishes they could do, people.
Also, you gotta watch out, because there's a fire-breathing Megalodon. So you try to...
Why, you may... Yeah, it's like, why, you may ask? Because it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it just burnt one of the flying elites.
Oh, actually, I did have another person who talked about your mods recently. Well, not in a video, but like in a group chat I was in.
Really?
And they were complaining though about like, oh, why are there dinosaurs here? And I just like, here's the video.
You want me to explain why? So humanity, because humans are Forerunner in my mod like universe. One of the things Forerunners do is archive species so they could replant them. Humanity, this is to show that humanity is, archiving species. And also, they're using the dinosaurs to repopulate or to terraform, like, worlds that, they want to terraform to fill up their ecosystems,
Exactly.
So those are the reason why they have dinosaurs, so it's because of that. It's to show that humanity's archiving, because it's cool, and because it's for terraformation reasons. Because, because, you can fill the ecological niches by, genetic engineering. Also, when it comes to humanity, we're just working to bring back the woolly mammoth and the, what do you call it? The Tasmanian tiger and the, I guess the thylacine, but I forget the other ones. But essentially...
The dodo.
Yeah, the dodo. So essentially, humanity just wants, like, someone's going to want to make Jurassic Park in the future. If we have access to cloning, it's possible. It's just the future. Why wouldn't there be dinosaurs? It literally makes no sense.
Wouldn't want that. So, funnily enough, you mentioned this. I did have an update on the woolly mammoth situation. They have successfully managed to breed a species of woolly hamster, as a test run. So they're much closer now to bringing back the Mammoth than ever before.
Yeah, I remember they were saying it was going to be done in 2019, and I was like a kid when I heard that news in 2015.
Again, it's more real now than it has been ever before, and if this succeeds, this is going to change the game plan big time. We'll bring back extinct species and actually fix some of the damage we've done on the planet, to a certain degree, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, that person like complaining, they're completely wrong. It's like, first of all, it's a mod. It's not. It's like my own canon, right? It's not a part of 343's canon. It's my own, right?
I mean, you could argue that it was old Bungie canon as well. So you know,
there's nothing in Bungie's lore that says there can't be a Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's why the Odd One Out in Halo Legends is actually the most canon short to Bungie's original lore in Halo Legends, because there's nothing in the lore that says that can't happen. There's nothing that, like, we can clone humans, right? We can clone humans. Like, that's how Cortana was made. She was made from cloning Halsey's brain. Oh fuck, these honor guards.
Yeah, exactly. Like, science has progressed far enough into the Halo universe that yes, we can have fucking dinosaurs. Piss off. It can be a thing, damn it.
There's literally no reason to not have the dinos, okay?
Why tip do you copy?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, have fun with it, for God's sake.
How am I supposed to work this thing?
Yeah, it's just an annoying thing. I made a whole video explaining why I added them and why I feel like they fit, but...
Yeah, and that's what I sent to him, and he was still like, well, I still don't like it. It's like, well, that's great you don't like it. Everybody else does.
Exactly, everyone else likes it. That's the thing. And I also want to mention, it was always planned for Halo. We had the Blind Wolves were supposed to be a part of the Covenant. They're just dinosaurs. They're literally just dinosaurs without arms. The Form Beasts were dinosaurs. Bungie inspired a lot of their designs based off prehistory. To say that like dinosaurs don't make sense. All right, look at the damn jackals. Look at the damn elites. Look at the damn fucking brutes. Like, there's so much prehistoric inspirations I went over in that video, and that guy still wants to be like, oh, I don't like it. Like, I don't know. I just don't get it. It's like, I'm not official. This is the thing with my FNAF fan games too, where people just freak the fuck out when I add like the Megalodon or the Dragon. It's not official, guys. You don't gotta be angry. It's like, I'm not going. My decision to add it is not.
That's the big thing.
Yeah, that's the point of modding. It's to add fun, to have no limits. That's the entire point. And this is what these people don't get. They want it to be canon. They want it to make it feel like it's actually part of the thing. But it's just, it's bullshit, because the whole purpose of mods is to be able to do whatever you want without any limits. Like, that's how I see it. Right?
Yeah, and that's how it should be at the end of the day. The problem is that you get people who are so like stuck on, oh, what's canon, what's not, that it just doesn't work. And it's like, again, I get it. There are some mods that can be slotted into the canon, that's fine. And then there are just some mods you just want to have fun with, you know, and just enjoy it and just experience the weird and unusual world that the creator decided to make. Because fuck it, why not?
And that's what people love about my projects, is that I just go with the fever dream and stuff, you know? It's just...
Exactly.
You know, and it's just... I don't know. And like I said, it's my own universe. I mean, humans are still forerunners in this universe, so it's not connected to anything 343 is doing. A lot of the 343 aspects, like the Banish or the Spartan Force, have been heavily rewritten with it.
Right. Even my own project is the same thing. I'm still working to get that done. Now, obviously, I don't have the fucking tools to mod because I don't have the brain for it. So I'm going to be doing it as a video because fuck it, why the hell not?
Yeah. I also don't want to die, because if I die the music stops playing and it's really good.
But yeah, that's the big thing as well, and I just wish people would just kind of let modders do what they do.
I should also clip this and put it apart, like, on the channel.
Fuck it, why not?
Just because I feel like it's important discussion.
Oh yeah, I say go for it, why not? But that's what I mean, is that when... I think what it is that why people are so, like, allergic to mods that go too far out of norm is that we've had so many bad mods over the years. We've had terrible fucking mods that just give the reputation a bad name. I know for a fact that in the Half-Life community specifically, you get people
and I guess
who still talk about...
And I guess it depends on the community as well, right? So if you have something like, let's say the FNAF community, a lot of the games are made to fit within FNAF's canon and lore. But they don't really get a lot of games like mine where it's its own thing. So, and it's the kind of same with Halo. Like, we would get those types of mods in the custom edition days, but in the MCC days, everything wants to be like lore. So the community's just not used to getting stuff like this, and they expect it to fit into like one thing, but you know, it doesn't have to be like that.
Exactly. Like this again, the beauty of modding is you can do whatever the hell you want. And sometimes you get mods that like could be made canonical if you wanted to, or you can wind up with mods that are just, you know, fun, crazy, whatever the hell you want to do at any given moment. That's what everyone can do. And if anyone has a problem with it, you know, I don't want to say you can do it yourself as a derogatory, but I'm saying it as a general sense. It's like, if someone doesn't like how a mod is, or how it goes, they're more than welcome to do their own version, and try to see if it works better. I'm not saying this is like a, oh fuck you don't like my shit, it's like more like, try it, you know?
I mean, I made all my Banish stuff open source, so I'm gonna do that with all my tags, so, you know.
Yep. Fuck it, go at it, go nuts, make something amazing. Like, don't obviously copy somebody else's work, but like, if you want to do your own take on something, by all means, I say go for it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the best advice I would give for any up and coming modder. If there's something you think you can do better at it, then by all means go for it, just make it your own. Don't try to be like, don't try to rip it off, don't try to do something else, don't try to be basically don't be Ken Penders. That's it. That's the best way I could put it. Don't be Ken Penders, and you're fine.
Exactly.
And that's, you know, that is what it is. And like I was saying before, it's that I think why you get this sort of like reaction is because there's so many people who are around in that like these days. And again, to get back to like the Half-Life community, for example, I don't know if you are familiar with the modder Leon by any chance, but he was kind of infamous back in the original Half-Life days by basically doing what you do, which is creating his own universe of stuff, but also trying to force it as canon with everybody else's shit, basically.
I know I sometimes jokingly and like I say mine is like the true Halo 4 and stuff like that, but I'm doing that as a joke. I don't actually mean it. When these other people actually try to do it and say this is the definitive like canon, it's like you can't force your canon on you. And if that's the case, you're no better than Free for Free. You're no better than them because they're trying to put their fan fiction on Bungie stuff. If you're going to say that, if you're going to do the exact same thing but with a different coat of paint, you're no better than them. That's why I try to be humble about it, and I try to like when I say like, oh, this is I've saved Halo, I'm just joking around, like I'm not being serious, but some people think I'm being serious.
Right.
I mean, it is an improvement, but I'm not going to say like, I'm not going to like try and pretend like... Star, can you please be quiet? Thank you. She's just talking about her recon helmet. You get it, it's a rare thing that, you know.
No, that's what I mean, is that you get these sort of problems. With Leon, it was a lot worse. So, basically, like I said, he tried to make these mods and force them into, like, a canon, or force his canon into other people's, like, shit, basically. And he's infamous because... what's the word? He's infamous because a lot of his mods are just so incredibly bad. And I mean this in like, not even in a what's it called? In a dismissive tone. I mean it like as a generalization, because he creates stuff that just flies in the face of either Half-Life or just is pants on head stupid. Like for example, his take on episode 3. It was interesting to a degree, but then he started to go over like getting rid of Half-Life canon, trying to implant his own, tried to do this, tried to do that, and everything like that, and he kept insisting, oh, this is canon, or oh, this is, you know, it's my canon, but, you know, you should take it as that, and it's like, Jesus Christ, Leon, stop it. They're just infamous for how bad they are, and just how pants on head stupid it is. And I'm not even saying that in a fun way, in a, oh my god, this is so bad that it's funny sort of way.
Yeah.
Like, I think a good example of this would be one of his mods, which was like called Escape from Strider Mountain. And basically, for this mod, all he wanted to do was explain, oh, where do the Striders come from? And I'm not joking about this.
It kind of...
He shrunk down the base Strider model to make it look like infants, basically, like infant versions of the creature. And then it made a claim that apparently Striders are controlled by head crabs, and that's why they work for the combat.
That is so stupid.
Oh, absolutely, and that's not even the worst of it. Like, again, he's gone on record and said he doesn't like the zombies in Half-Life. So when he did, and I'm not joking about this, a mod that he literally titled Episode Half-Life 3, and even went out of his way to make it as accurate to the font as possible, specifically to get people to play it because they wanted Half-Life 3 at the time. He made this whole thing about like, oh, the zombies now can just infect you through bites and yada yada yada, and there's no head crabs. I don't like head crabs yet. It's like, can you not, man? Can you not?
Yeah.
It's just bad. Again, if you like, I'll recommend the channel Deadwater Gaming. They took on these mods and they just laughed.
Was he the guy who made Half-Life 2 Overcharged?
No. Half-Life 2 Overcharged was from a different.
Yeah. I'll have to watch that, you know, to fall asleep tonight, because that'd be something fun to.
Oh, it's hilarious. I don't know how much of this you've recently heard about, but apparently when it comes to the Overcharge team, they actually added malware into their mod and affected some guy because of it.
What? I thought...
Yeah, okay, so...
Okay. So what is it?
So here's what happened. So a lot of the typical Half-Life YouTubers started talking about Overcharge, and went on and explained that a lot of these issues with Overcharge were kind of bad. You know, minor issues, minor things, blah, blah, blah. Giving constructive criticism, as you do. What happened was that the developers didn't take kindly to these critiques, and they thought they were being hated on. So they added in they infected one of the vital DRM files for the mod to work, that would specifically display a specific message, which was, shut the fuck up, and then in the text font it would say, stop talking shit about our games. And then it would automatically crash desktop every time. And because it was a critical file, nobody could play the game as it was. So nobody could confirm this, and I'm talking about like Radiation Hazard and I think... I forget the other person. I know Radiation Hazard was one of them. And they were discussing this. They're like, okay, what if they only did this for your specific Steam ID? And they didn't think that was possible because nobody else was having the issue. They switched accounts, and lo and behold, mod worked fine. Turns out that this malware that the developers had included specifically targets Steam IDs and automatically blocks the person from playing the game. Which, I need to be clear, makes it, this act is against Steam's TOS, and that can get you immediately kicked out of, this can get your account banned completely without any question. And now it's become infamous because a lot of the people, the YouTubers who were affected by this made videos about this and have put them on full blast to the point where they actually put out a non-apology and even fabricated, and I'm not joking about this, false DMs about Radiation Hazard, trying to quote-unquote extort them for like something stupid like 60,000 euros or something like that, or else he'll talk shit about their mod.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they've gone from, okay, you know, Overcharged is an interesting, ambitious project, but really needs more work and shit to, yeah, these guys suck, and we should like destroy them. So their Steam page has been like removed, and their ModDB page has also been removed. So basically, they're being already blacklisted by a lot of the main Steam mod groups. And there's a theory going on that eventually they're just going to get completely booted out completely. So if anyone has a copy of Overcharge, you might want to keep that because it's going to be hard to find soon enough. Just a little heads up. But yeah. Oh, these guys are such idiots. That's what I mean. It's like if people have reason to like, you know, talk to you about this and have critique, take it as fucking critique. Don't be an asshole. Don't go out there and say, oh my god, you're, you know, don't take it as like hate, because they're not. Like they are legitimately trying to make your mod improved, and even if they sound like assholes, just accept it. You know, not everyone's gonna be nice.
Here's the thing about this. If it's like, if they're giving criticism without telling you how to improve, it's blind tape. Like, if they don't explain why they don't like it, they don't want you to improve, is what I'm trying to say. And I've dealt with people like that, and they get angry and they say, oh, you just can't take criticism. I don't know, maybe it's because you can't tell me what your problem is, and it's clear that you just want me to fail. Like, that's the problem I would have, like, sometimes with people, but, you know.
Right. And I think that's the best way to kind of put it. It's like, if they don't tell you how to improve, or they're just being an asshole because they want to be, like, don't engage, let it be. You know, these are people who clearly had no interest in you, like the best interest in your project, and it's best to keep moving, or else you're just going to get yourself all bent out of shape.
Yeah,
but if someone's like telling you,
please the person, they just want to fuck with you, and I've had the belt deal with that with some, you know, certain individual, but I think the mods got him off my back, so I don't got to deal with that shit anymore. Thank God.
Indeed, but that's what I mean. Like the general kind of like. Again, the best way to kind of like deal with this is just ignore those who are just trying to break you down for the sake of it. Learn what you can about those who are being like constructive, because there are people who are going to be there and say like, you could improve this, or this is an issue that needs to look at, and you know, everything like that. You take the good with what you can, and then you find, what's the word? The best way to make that project work. Again, you shouldn't like give in to like the hate or despair, because then it just becomes a whole mess and a whole problem, and it just becomes almost impossible to deal with as it is, you know. And that's the best way I can kind of put it to it. Especially when you're like doing a mod, or when you're trying to like make something that, you know, people can enjoy, or people can look into and be like, oh yeah, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, there's the boss fight. Cool.
Oh yeah, which again is another thing I think Halo always struggles with the most, is that
I think this is a pretty good boss fight. I think I did pretty cool and good with it, you know. It's just simple dodge the flame, watch out for the hammer, and just shoot. Oh fuck, I don't have anything to... I'm gonna have to punch him.
I'm gonna have to beat you to death now, man. Sorry.
He just jumped. See, it's not bullshit like Tartar. He pulls out his hammer again. Oh, he dropped his flamethrower, idiot. Now that's a fun boss fight.
Yeah, and again, that's what I mean about Halo and its boss fights, is that it's always struggled with making these things actually work, and I think that's the worst part about, you know, Halo as a whole. I think Infinite, at the very least, tried to fix that in some of its cases, you know, with the high-value targets and the actual fights against Eshram and his forces. I didn't mind it too much, but it is something that's like, okay, you know, this is not going to get any better than this, but it's enjoyable. That's the best I can give it. But, you know, that's really what it is at the end of the day. And I think, like I said, with the whole mod situation, is that you take the good with the bad, you find out what you can improve upon it, and, you know, you should always try to specify what a mod is. You know, is it going to be as accurate to the current canon as possible? Is it non-canon? Is it this? Is it that? I think that's it, really. Again, to get back to like Half-Life, for example, why they're so why, when it comes to this community, we're so specific with our mods is because there's just been too many bad ones. I think a good example of this would be Hunt Down the Freeman and how much damage that fucking disaster did to the whole Half-Life community as a whole. To the fact it's still affecting Half-Life to this day.
Yeah, posing farce.
Exactly. Hunt down the better game.
Hunt down the refund.
Oh, that's still... Hunt down the refund. It's like, I got this product for free and I still feel like I need a refund. Yeah, no, it's awful. And the only saving grace to that is the fact that there is like a dedicated team now actively trying to fix it, if you didn't know. It's called the Mesa build. And basically Mesa and his team are doing, well, they're redoing the levels, they're making new cutscenes, removing levels that sucked, doing other levels that are great. It's something that I actually would say is like, give this a shot if you're going to play anything. Hell, they're even giving away the fucking game for free. Like, you could literally contact Mesa and say, hey, can I get a free copy of this game? And they'll give it to you. Full stop. That's saying something. Anyhow, I feel like I've talked your ear off long enough.
Yeah, no, it's 2 a.m. and so I feel like...
Yeah.
The reason I didn't say, like, we had to stop is because I feel like the conversation was interesting and I liked having a few people here. I like seeing Mr. Waifu Taker because I see him in the comment sections all the time in, like, videos when we talk, so it's just kind of funny to see him here. But,
oh, yeah. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for... Those of you who tuned in, I do apologize that this wasn't the first episode. Hopefully tomorrow we can get all this sorted. I did see that Halo, the MCC, seems to work on my PC, so I may not need to set up the other one. So we'll see how this goes tomorrow. Okay. Hopefully it works. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you all hopefully tomorrow.
Good night.